Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. So in this video, I'm going to touch on the recruitment sector and the looming recession or economic downturn and how it affects recruitment. So during last year, I gave a lot of advice, how you can prepare, how you can get, a head start on everyone. And because you've got some information and you know what's going to happen. So I've lived through many economic downturns. I've lived through, as a student, I lived through actually working and how it affects my business in recruitment. So last year, obviously, most recruitment firms went under. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, or what I think will happen, how to best prepare, what sectors are going to be, coming forward, I think, because that's important if you're looking to start a recruitment agency, and also more about what not to do as well. So there's some good news and some bad news. So the bad news is recruitment will take a hit in the next, 6 months or year, I think personally. Well, I know probably it's going to happen. It's already started, actually. I'm getting vacancies pulled. I'm getting companies saying we're not actually hiring for that position. Now, what might seem as let's recruit for the tech sector is very safe. They're always going to need tech jobs. Actually, that's seen the first to go. That's actually the one that's suffering the most. So all those companies that are, starting off into the tech sector, actually, they're going to find it very difficult because they're actually very expensive to recruit for. And people don't actually really need those jobs. There are some sectors. One of them is cybersecurity. I can't see cybersecurity. And basically, it's the emerging tech market. I think is actually going to be the one that is, disruptive technology, cybersecurity, anything to do with electronic cars, or that's going to be a sector which is going to be booming, I think personally. Looking at some hedge funds, how they actually position themselves, they're investing more towards the emerging tech rather than the ancient tech of software development. There's a lot on AI as well. So I think if you are looking to go into tech, I think that's something that would be, you should actually look at. The other one, I'll cut to the chase. There are some sectors where you can do well. So you need to position yourself in that market or these markets. I don't think some sectors, like if you look at, I don't want to get too on the whole economic spectrum, but if you look at construction, house building is going to slow down dramatically because the price of timber is up like 70%. It's more cost effective. It's more profitable to just sit on the land and not develop it at this stage. So there's going to be a lot on the labor shortage. Construction always takes a hit. Now, some people do look at blue collar, sort of labor intensive jobs as doing well. Drivers are going to be incredibly short. They're incredibly hard to hire for anyway. That's a sector you could look at. But all in all, the sectors I would advise you to look at, if you are looking to either shift into an agency, and you need to get prepared. You need to either have, if you've got an established business, cool, that's fine. But you can also have a subsector or a sub-arm. We're starting to recruit for this, for whatever reason, yeah. Healthcare, social care, anything government funded, you cannot go wrong. They will not pull the plug on those industries. They cannot, simply not. People will be dying. Food sector is obviously there. I want to say agriculture, but agriculture is very regional, so it's quite hard to recruit for, and it's very based on temporary staffing. I'm a permanent recruiter 99% of the time, so I always look at those areas. I think if you can't really go wrong if you are looking at the health and social care, and I keep banging on about it. It pretty much saved a lot of people, and it's a massive market. It's like the second or third biggest. It probably will become the biggest. Also, you can look at pharmaceutical. Just look around you. There are some sectors where they're doing pretty well. More so than others. Don't make the mistake. Whatever you go into, don't make the mistake of looking at where the money is. Yeah. The good news is the last recession boomed recruitment. So anyone that survived will thrive when they come out the other end. That's the only thing I can say for now. And I witnessed it. Some of the biggest companies, some people that lost the story was most people lost their job in a recession, the last, 2008 crash. And they lost their job, so they decided to start recruiting, start their own agency. They're the ones that own the big companies now. So it is the time to sort of, even if you don't become one of those big companies, I personally don't have any interest in becoming one of those big companies. But if you can keep the wheels turning, you'll do absolutely fantastic. Coming out the other end. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. I hope that I just haven't just rambled on. You've got some information from this video. But if you have any questions, I'd love to know everyone's thoughts on it. And if you have any questions, let me know. Take care.